travelers! Weekly check-in time! So good to see you. This week, I had a pretty awesome week. I got to meet the one-of-a-kind Matthew and Amber from Van Life Plus. It was such an honor. Rolled into the park and found out I got to park next to some celebrities. Then they came round and got to come out and meet them and listen to Matthew's passion about how one great thing about doing was his channel was to show that anyone can do van life. And he's right. Anyone can do van life. You don't have to have money. And you don't have to have carpentry skills. You don't have to have cabinet making skills. You don't even have to be a handyman. Anyone can do van life. Even a wimp like me. I had a question this week about my bed setup. You know what? Let me turn you around and I'll show you how that's done. Oh, by the way, YouTube videos? Anyone can make them. The quality might be... I don't know how to edit videos. I really need someone to sit down beside me and teach me like I'm 5, at least once. So, till that day, you get raw footage. This is all raw. There are no filters, because I don't know how to work them. There's no editing. Don't know how to do it. So you get my raw footage. Let's go ahead, raw footage it. I apologize for the shakes. I'm going to turn you around and show you how I've set up my bed inside my little camper van. Now, I have my bed set up along the passenger side of my van. Goes against the norm, personal choice, as per all van life is. I have it set up on this side because I like access to my driver's side for dropping off stuff and then hopping into my driver's and running away. I also do it for camp setup. I would rather have my chairs right outside my driver's side, so if something happens, bear comes strolling in, I can just hop into my driver's side and drive away. Personal choice again. Lots of people like to have this reversed so that they can get easier access to the sidewalks. Now, here is my bed. At the foot, I have it sandwiched against pellets and cleaning supplies. In the corner, I have my curtains kind of collapsed and down. And in the far against the door, I have books and crafting supplies and all the things that make me feel cozy. Let's go ahead and look at the bed itself. Pulling everything up here. Whoa. And losing the camera. So sorry, folks. This is a very simple foam mattress that I got for all of $175 at Walmart. Mattress is about yay wide. Now I have back problems. I like it nice and firm and solid on the floor. Speaking of which, that's what it is. It is straight on the floor. Remember, I am in a Dodge Caravan, so I have stow-and-go seats, which makes the floor semi-flat. So I just have the mattress along it. Now there is a slight rise going up towards the back at about midway to the door. I use that for lumbar support. I think it's fantastic. Everyone else has to form their butthole. I have mine made. It's part of the system. Works for me. Now this was a bit wide. Sorry about that. This was a bit wide. So in order to make it more narrow, I used a steak knife. That's right, just a regular old steak knife. I hacked and sawed at it. It doesn't look pretty. And then I took the cover that was already a part of it and simply tucked that underneath. Cut off about a foot. Now for warmth, my next layer, my top layer and bottom layer, so I don't use a sleeping bag. I like being able to get up and pop my feet out really quick. Sleeping bags kind of make me feel like I'm all tied up. So I kind of sleep in the middle like a taco. When it is below -20, I use this very thick fleece. It's a hefty duty fleece. Originally got this from Canadian Tire. On sale in the wintertime, they were selling them for cabins. Only $20-30. Love it. During the summer months and the spring months, when it's not -20, I tend to just tuck it onto the bottom as extra padding. But this is what means that I will not freeze to death until we get to the -30s. We're not there yet. I haven't solved that problem yet. Future Vicky problem. Next, I have down. This is a real life down comforter. Feathers and all. I need a cover for it. Should always have that sheet cover that kind of envelops it like a pillowcase, but it's a blanket case. I forget what they're called at the moment. But yes, this is my down. This is fantastic for about -5 to -15. I'll kind of put this over. But because it's warm and cozy, I've used it as extra foot cushion. And I just have it folded up and down and underneath. My next layer is this microfiber double layer thing. Double layer is important. And the fuzzy side. For some reason, this blanket just kind of works perfect. This radiates my heat back to me. So I tend to sleep under this very comfortably. On top of that, from about -5 to +5, I include another microfiber quilt on top of it, just to keep the chill at bay. This just kind of sits over top. It's only a single size. It's not a queen size like the other three. And then, because I live and operate on this bed, it is my couch, my living room floor, my kitchen, dining area, it is everything. So this thin little nothingness blanket is actually fantastic. I think it's the polyester material. It catches all of life that happens above it. So I always keep this kind of covered over top to protect all of these blankets. Tuck it in. And that just kind of keeps all of the bedding safe and cozy. So my sleep setup, again, I'm like a taco. Okay. Now, there's a cold gap here. I often feel it in the evenings, at night. But I wouldn't give it up because I like to be able to pop the blankets up and escape. I feel like I'm tied up when I'm in a sleeping bag. However, down-filled sleeping bags, military sleeping bag, used one of those once, fantastic. Get a military one. The -21s from Walmart suck. Get a real down sleeping bag. Unless you're just doing summer camping. Now, that's my extra blankie. If I'm extra chilly at night, I'll throw that on. Mostly I just kind of put it off to the side and use it as a lap blanket during the day. And then that pillowcase is my pillow. Now again, I have a disorder. Last time I used a pillow, I landed back up at the specialist office and he had to put my neck back into place. So I don't do pillows. And then that's my closet. That is my laundry, clean and dirty in separate bags, my gym bag, all that stuff. Behind that is tools. My decor. One day I'm going to have one of those big old battery banks like a Jackery or a Bluetti, and it lights up a nice, warm, soft glow. It's kind of cute. And I can afford the space. It's only foot by foot by foot. And then this here is my kitchen. We all eat on this surface. It's easy to wash. And everything I need is underneath. Food, kitchen supplies, water, journal and book for reading at night. This is a no-build van. Everything is just put in, and then we hit the road. No carpentry skills required. For curtains, that's right, alligator clips. These are just blackout curtains from Walmart. We used them in the sticks and bricks, and then I repurposed them here when we moved in. There would be my seasonal decor. Lovely egg and flowers for spring. You'll see that change up as the year progresses. And then that's it. Nice and simple. We use pellets, both Sky and I. There's Sky, and Sky's bed, Sky's pellets. Cats like an open space so that the smell doesn't accumulate. Fair, granted. And the pellets cover up the smell fantastically. I found it works even better than clay. He likes the grass. I like it too, it's kind of pretty. And then I do use the Reliance. Works fantastic as a seat for guests or for myself, taking on and off my shoes. Also works as my garbage and my potty. Oh yeah. She's an old work van. They put a hole in the door for a vent, and then Sky busted the vent. So, creative problem solving at its best. And you know, that silly smile just tears me up every day. Well, folks, that's my van. It's real simple. Anyone can do this on a minimal budget. If you need to buy these curtains brand new, I think they were $15 a piece. I will be updating them. They are not the best. Ideally, you have the ones with the silver on the inside to reflect the heat back into the van, or on hot days, reflect the heat out. Future Vicky project. So, you can do this. If you're scared, You were wondering about it, you weren't sure. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. There are solutions to all the what ifs. If you're willing to minimalize and you're willing to be creative, yes, you can. Right now, go out there. Enjoy your travels. Happy trails.